Hey dudes, how's it going? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to shiny hunt Vivillon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Quick thing I want to say before this, I don't know if anyone's already made this method, I don't know if it's someone else's. This is the one that I found out through my testing, and yeah, that's basically it. First of all, proof that you can actually get all the patterns shiny. I do not have all, I only have 2. I shiny hunted the river pattern using this method, and it does work with every single pattern, because obviously in this video I'm going to be showing you and I'm going to get another pattern. The first thing that you need to make sure that you do when doing this method is make sure that you're in the North Province in this specific spot where the Vivillon will spawn. You can go to the other areas, however this one is the area which I've hunted for it, and while making the sandwich, which will be the next step of this, you need to make sure you're in this area. If you don't know how, just go to your map. Make sure you're on the right Vivillon, because I was not. Nope. Try again. There you go. If you want to check, go to your Pokedex. Obviously you see it's in the top right, and it's in the bottom left. Make sure you are in the top middle, okay? The North Province, area 3, I think? This is where you want to be. And this, basically, you do not want this Vivillon outbreak here. As you can see, there is one there, but we want it in this area. This area is going to make it way easier. We're using picnics by resetting. If you have it in any other area, that's not going to work. Well, it will work, but this is the method that I have done, and this is how I am doing it. First step of this, you want to set up a picnic, and you want to make a bug-type sandwich. Obviously, sparkling, encounter, and title power. What you need for this is going to be very simple. They're things you can get from the shops. The only difficult thing is the herb Mystica, but you can get those from raids. All of these items can be obtained from shops in places like Levincia, so that should make this incredibly easy, and I will put a link in the description as to what site I've used to get this information. But what you need is 2 cherry tomatoes, 1 tomato, 1 red onion, a burger, and a green bell pepper. 2 herb Mystica are also needed, doesn't matter what they are. Now you get to watch me make a sandwich, and I'm going to skip over this because I can guarantee I'm going to mess it up. Wow. I'm never going to be able to work in a kitchen. But as you can see, obviously, we got the ones that we want. Sparkling, title, and power, level 3, bug. I said power, I was meant to say encounter. Next part of this, what you want to do is make sure you're in the area, and obviously now we are going to date skip to try and get the right pattern. As you can see, we do have the fancy pattern here. That is not the one we want. Okay, and that outbreak that we have is also not the one we want. So what we're going to do is go to settings, system, date and time, make sure you desynchronize your clock, and just put it forward by 1 day. By doing this, your outbreak is going to change. As you can see, that Vivillon disappeared, and I have a Skrelp. But we want to make sure that the outbreak is here and not anywhere else. I'm going to do that and then come back to you once I've got it. Right, just while resetting, I've seen that I have this outbreak to the left. This is not the one that we want, okay? We want to have the one on the right side near the side of the cliff. You can use the one on the left. I haven't actually used that spot before, but for purposes of this video, we're not going to be using that one. Okay, now that we have the outbreak, we can get things started. Obviously, like I said, we want it in that specific spot right there, because it will help with picnics. This is all you need, okay? You don't need anything else regarding outbreaks, so right now, as long as you have this, you don't need to change anything about the date, you don't need to change anything about the time, you don't need to move. All you need to do now is continue with the next step, which will be connecting to Pokemon Go. What we want to do for this, quickly drop down a save, just so that we keep this outbreak in case something goes wrong. Nothing should go wrong, as long as you follow along with this method, everything should go fine. Also, something I just want to clarify, you need to make sure that you have the outbreak before you do the stuff with Pokemon Go regarding the Gimmighoul box and changing the pattern. If you do it afterwards, you will not be able to shiny hunt it the way I'm doing in this video. Follow the list how it is, where we do the outbreak first, then we do the stuff involving Pokemon Go. That this is simply because if you do the Pokemon Go stuff and then date skip, you're going to lose the Vivillon which you chose. And we don't want that to happen because that has wasted a day, because obviously you can only use 1 postcard per day. So just make sure that you stay with what we're doing. Okay, don't drift off and try something else. Okay, what we're going to do now is load on Pokemon Go. We're going to go to our settings. We're going to go down to connect devices and services. On the Switch, we're going to go to mystery gift, connect to Pokemon Go. We need to make sure they're paired, so obviously make sure you have your Bluetooth on. I'm already paired, so as you can see, it says Nintendo Switch in the top left on my Pokemon Go. For you, if you have anything different, that's alright. All you need to do is connect your phone using Pair with Pokemon Go account and having your Bluetooth on your Pokemon Go. I am not sure if you need Nintendo Switch Online for this, but I don't think you do. It should be fine to connect. One thing, make sure you have any Bluetooth devices connected to your phone disconnected, because I know I had some trouble with the Bluetooth watch and it wasn't working. As you can see, I'm just looking for the postcard which I want to send now. I think I'm going to send this one from Taiwan, because I'm not sure which Vivillon it gives, but I know I haven't done one from this place. As you see, connect to Pokemon Go. We're searching for our Switch. It should send fairly easily. I don't have anything else connected. It should be no problem. There you go. Okay, so obviously now that things have sent, I've got the Gimme Ghoul box on Pokemon Go, which I can use whenever. I did use the one which I got previously, that's why I'm getting it now. If you haven't used one and you still have it in your inventory, that's not going to be used. Now that we've connected to Pokemon Go, we can move on to the next step. Alright, at first you may be confused because obviously I'm still seeing these two patterns, but if I move away we should see new patterns spawning, and there you go. We have the Monsoon pattern, which is what I'm going to be shiny hunting using the Outbreak. At this point you have everything you need. You have the Outbreak, you have the pattern, so you just want to move to the Outbreak and complete the 60 to get the increased shiny chance. And in case anybody does not know, once you hit the first message, which says this Pokemon appears to be going down, that means you have defeated 27 of the Pokemon. And then once you hit the second message, which is the Pokemon definitely getting lower, that means you have defeated 55 of the Pokemon. What you need is 60, so instead of counting or whatever method you use, just wait until you're at the second message. You know you're at 55, so you just defeat 6 more and you know you've got 60. So what I'm going to do right now is defeat 60 of these, get the shiny one. Obviously this is a different pattern. If I would have gone to this earlier, before I sent the Gimme Ghoul box, it would have only been the fancy pattern. And after this, once you get to this stage, do not change your date. I'm going to keep saying this because you don't need to do it. Okay, you've got everything you want. Right now you can just defeat 60 and hunt the Pokemon. I will come back to you either once I got a shiny or once I hit 60. Okay, and there's the second message. So, as you can see in the top right, now that it says getting lower, I know that I am at 55, so now I'm just going to defeat 6 more, and then I will be at 60. After this, the best way of doing it is to use the picnic, which I will show you where to go. Obviously, you can do this method different ways. Different people have different... Is that a shiny? Wait. I need to get out of the battle. Ah! Oh, it despawned. Wait! Hang on. Okay, there was one that I thought was shiny. That one's definitely shiny. Okay, this is proof this works! I'm going to save immediately, just so that I don't lose it. But there it is, the shiny Monsoon, just after I hit 60. That is... Oh my god. There it is, the shiny Vivillon Monsoon pattern. This method works. That's going to be a beautiful thumbnail. I mean, if you need proof, just there it is. Obviously, you're not going to get it at 60. I don't know, the luck on this is stupid. I am using the shiny charm, but that's really cool. Also, if you do notice, I'm using the Chi-Yu for this. I think Ruination is a really good move for shiny hunters, because it halves the health of the Pokemon, and if you're going for something really hard, halving the health, it just helps, I think. And Heal Ball's got nothing to do with it, that's just the ball that I catch shinies in. And wow, there is a lot of Vivillon behind me. Okay, it jumped out, that's fine. Okay, this is good, because this has proved that it worked. I didn't want to sit here for like 5 hours shiny hunting this, so I am happy that I got it. Obviously, I'm going to do another Ruination because I want to get this done quickly. There you go, that's the shiny. I need to show you the picnic, how to use the picnic, okay, because this wasn't meant to happen. The fact that I've got the shiny this early, it's very stupid, but it's quite good. So after I catch this, I'm going to show you how to use picnics to hunt this. Okay, because obviously after you hit 60, there's no point in killing anymore or defeating anymore. So what I'm going to do is check this quickly. That is a beautiful shiny. There's a lot of Vivillon behind me. Yes, if you wanted to use picnics, what we're going to do is go up to this area. This doesn't make sense. This shouldn't happen, but I found out it does, and I like it. So as you can see, we can see all the Vivillon down there. And what we're going to do is open a picnic. Doesn't say we have enough space, but if you get it just right... I love that. I don't know why, but the fact that it's on there is just brilliant. Okay, obviously, now that we've done that, you can see down the bottom, the Vivillon will start spawning. Obviously, you get 15 spawning at a time, I think. I'm not sure if the recent update made it go down. But once all 15 spawn and you are sure that they are not shiny, you just want to open up another picnic and then keep doing this again and again and again until you get shiny. So as you can see, open up picnic, zoom into the picnic apparently, open up the picnic, close it, and then they will spawn again. This spot is brilliant. Nothing spawns to the right of me, they only spawn down here. It's good. This method, I love it. I don't know if I came up with it, but I definitely tested a lot to do with it regarding the Gimme Ghoul boxes. And speaking of, what I'm going to show you now is the different, how to get different versions of this. So I'm going to fast forward to tomorrow, where I'm going to be working on getting a different form. I'm not sure which. Obviously we had the river and the monsoon. I just realised I got the river pattern and my name's Rivers. That's quite weird. I hope people enjoyed this. Obviously you don't need to watch it after this point, but I'm going to show you how to get different patterns on different days. Okay, it is the next day now, and I just brain. Right. I just edited the first part of this video and remembered that I wanted to do a second part. So what we're going to do now, it is the next day. I am still got the outbreak, which doesn't make sense, but it does, and I'm going to show you why. So when I logged on today, the outbreak were gone, they disappeared. But to keep the outbreak, what you want to do, go to your system settings, go down to system, date and time. Because my clock had gone forward, I was on the 5th, so what I wanted to do was change it one day back to yesterday, and that was on this day where I have the Vivillon on the 4th. Simple. If you're worried about your outbreak being gone, just put your date back one day and you will get it back. That's perfectly fine. Now, the part of this video which is going to seem very weird, using the same outbreak. So the outbreak that we have over here, I can actually walk to it to show you. This still has the monsoon Vivillon. This still has them. They are still here, they're still roaming, even though it's the next day. That is because this has been within the 24 hours that I did it, because I did it at 9 o'clock last night, and it is currently 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But we're going to change it. Okay, I don't want them. If you want to hunt the different forms, this is how you do it, and I'm going to be showing you now. Connect to the internet using your Switch, and obviously on your mobile device, you want to go to settings, getting the news update on the Switch, don't need this, Pokeportal. Okay, make sure you connect it to your Switch. Obviously you have seen this in the first part, so you can skip over this if you want to, but obviously connect to Pokemon Go. Make sure you're paired, make sure it's paired on the mobile device. Make sure you have Bluetooth on, because this is something I forgot to say. Make sure you have Bluetooth on and that you have no other devices connected, because I know I had an issue the other day where I had a Bluetooth watch connected and it wouldn't let me send anything because obviously I couldn't connect. Now I want to choose a different gift, one which will give me a completely different Vivillon. Alright, so what we're going to do is connect to the Pokemon Go, going to send the postcard to the Switch. This should be a different pattern, because I'm pretty sure Taiwan and the UK are very far apart. There you go, postcard is sending on the Switch, and... Ooh, I got golden lure. I've not had one of those yet, that's going to be fun to mess with. Okay, obviously I get my coin bag in Pokemon Go. I did use the one that I got earlier last night. And there you go, we get our rewards, and different unusual Vivillon patterns will appear. Now we should have a completely different pattern, and I'm going to show you how to shiny hunt it. You don't really need to listen to this next part of the video, because this next part is very much it's just shiny hunting the outbreak. It's the exact same thing that people all around the world do, but this is me doing it. Oh, I'm losing my breath. I haven't talked and spoken in a video in quite a long time. Let's go see if they've changed. They should have. If they haven't, then I messed up something. Okay, there you go. It has changed. Yeah, that is the one from the UK where I am based, because obviously I used a gift from someone that I know. Because we already defeated 60 earlier, and I miraculously got the shiny fast, now all we have to do is line up the picnic. You don't have to do this. You can just walk away and come back. This is how I've been doing it. I'm going to line up the picnic, make sure they all spawn. I'm just going to keep doing this until I get the shiny. I will show you me getting the shiny because I want to prove that this can be done with every single pattern and that it's going to work every single time. Okay, now it's just a matter of being patient and I've just got to wait. Okay, I don't know why, but my recording decided to crash, and that's annoying because I got the shiny, as you can see. I did get the shiny garden form. This was doing this method, and honestly this video has taken a long time to make, so I'm just going to end it off here. I hope everyone's enjoyed, and I hope people can use this method to shiny hunt. And yeah, I love shiny hunting different forms, so this is really cool that I found this way of doing it. But yes, everyone, this has been how to shiny hunt Vivillon in Pokemon Scarlet Violet. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope people get to use this method however they want. In this video I got 2 different forms, and I'm sure over the next few days I will get the rest of them. I hope everyone's enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!